thanks for tuning in to watch this video. I'm really excited about it because it is my first cooking video. So instead of some big long intro, we're just going to get into it. I'm doing steak tacos. It's like a street taco version. So it's going to be really fun and like easy to play around with, and you can do lots of different stuff with it. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. So for starters, what you're going to need is a steak, a cast iron skillet or stainless steel, and some tortillas. Those are the basics. To season your steak, you're going to want to start with some kind of flavored seasoning. I like this carne asada that's made by Weber. So you're just going to like sprinkle that all over, and be sure to add some salt because salt is where the flavor comes from. Coat your pan with olive oil and get it heated up pretty quickly. I like to set mine on like medium high. When you're doing steak like this, you want to get it good and hot, and you want to have a really good sear on it. And when the oil starts to kind of ripple like that in the pan, you know that you're really close. You want your pan to be good and hot because otherwise it's not going to work out. That sizzle is where it's at. So you're going to do 5 to 6 minutes per side. Depends on how well you want it done. We do ours medium rare. So obviously a little bit longer for medium well. I wouldn't recommend going past medium because it will make your steak a little tougher, but everybody has their own preference. So I flipped my steak, and you can see that it's got a really good char on one side, and I'm working on it on the other side. But we'll go ahead and get started with our toppings. So you have a huge variety of toppings, and I like to do a lot of different things, like I said, so that people can kind of customize it the way that they want. So I started with corn, and I just used canned because it's not the season for corn. If you are in the summer or like fall making this, I would definitely recommend using fresh, but otherwise you can just use canned or frozen and just rinse it off really good. So I did that, and I'm going to go ahead and make a corn salsa, and I do that by adding red onion, garlic, and fresh cilantro, and then you want to season it with salt and pepper. And I use a fair bit amount of fresh ground pepper and salt because like I said, that does add flavor to it, and just mix it up really good. And then next we're going to get into, oh, look at that. That's that goodness right there. That seared steak. That needs to rest though. So while you're doing the rest of your toppings, let your steak rest. I do like fresh avocado, so we're going to get into peeling this avocado. It's really, really easy to do, and you can kind of get a sense of how I do it there. You just take your knife, hold your avocado really securely in one hand, and you want a good sharp knife. And then you circle around. You cut basically your avocado in half. There is that giant pit in the middle, and so you kind of circle around that pit, and then you break it apart and leave your seed side if you're not going to eat it all right then, and cut some slices. Do be really careful when you're doing this because you can cut through that skin, and that can get a little messy. Nobody wants blood in their avocado. So avocados are really easy actually to deal with. I know they can be kind of intimidating, but you just take a spoon and shove it in there and take your avocado slices out. I'm also going to do some fresh lime, some cotija cheese, some guacamole, sour cream, and your different hot sauces. I do have shredded cheese too for anybody that likes that. It's just like anything you could possibly imagine wanting on your tacos is totally okay to put on there. It's up to you. I'm going to heat up tortillas. Again, this is personal preference. I like flour. I know people like corn too, but flour are my favorites. So I'm going to do about 3 per person. And you just throw them in a dry, this is ceramic. You can use non-stick Teflon, but you just throw them in a dry pan and heat those babies up. And I think my steak's been resting for about 10 minutes now, so I'm going to go ahead and slice it. You want your knife to be really sharp. I definitely could have sliced this a bit thinner, but I just kind of went with it. It's, it is what it is. You can slice it like this, or you can do it like this and then go on and dice it up. There's the steak all sliced up, and that's a nice medium rare. So now it's just time to go through and build your tacos. You get to watch my husband walk through and do that, and then it's my turn. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you thought. And if you want to see more of this, I realize it's not, the usual content that I do, but if you want to see more of it, then definitely give me a thumbs up and let me know what you think. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.